Okay, here we are on our second day in Jerusalem. We'll try and document some of our activity. Yesterday was spent just sort of relaxing and getting acquainted. It wasn't really all that relaxing. We did a lot of walking, but just got ourselves acquainted here. Leaving our apartment here this morning. Blanche in her new hat. Let's go. Stock up on some Israeli shekels. Get 500 out at a time, which is $150 comes out of my account. Going down the steps to the Damascus Gate, which is the entrance to the old city. How are you today?
Good. Fine.
That's
Thanks,
good.
Scott. You're welcome.
So what is this called?
This is knafe.
Uh-huh. It's a famous food, huh?
Yeah.
So we'd like to try one.
Okay.
Ooh, that looks good.
Very good.
Oh, nice.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
So what do you think?
It's really good.
What does it taste like?
Cheesy with some kind of nuts on top or something, and they drizzled it with honey.
We were here yesterday. This is one of the inclines on the Via Dolorosa, which is the way of the cross. Here is a touring group doing a group prayer.
Pedimos aquí por las mujeres que son paño de la las abuelas que se quedan con sus nietos.
We are somewhat surprised this morning. In the middle of the day, this place is crawling with people. But here at 9 o'clock in the morning, places are just opening up. We were also through here at 5 o'clock last night and things were closing. So in the middle of the day, it gets very busy. But it seems to me like the morning and evening, the shops are just opening, but the tour groups are out in mass. We are now on the rooftop of the Austrian Hospice in the Old City with a view of the Mount of Olives in the distance and the Old City down in front of us. Grandma again busy taking all kinds of pictures. From here we will exit the Old City and check out the Mount of Olives out there in the distance, including the Garden of Gethsemane. It's getting hot. So now we're at the Austrian Hospice, where we're on the rooftop. We have a Viennese cafe here. We're enjoying cappuccino and apple strudel. So how's the apple strudel?
Very good. Tastes like
Little,
home.
little taste of German Austria in the middle of the old city of Jerusalem.
Right, and it tastes like apple pie from home.
What did you say?
It tastes like apple pie from home.
Better than yours?
Almost.
We are here at the Austrian Hospice. We had our cappuccino and apple strudel, which were very good. This is an interesting place, right across the street from where we had breakfast yesterday and our falafel last evening. We were trying to figure out what the place was as we were sitting there eating, because we've seen people going up to the door, which was locked, and ringing the doorbell. But a lot of people coming in and out, so we did some research and realized that this is quite a place inside, with the rooftop which we just were on. The cafe here, and also has hotel rooms in the place. The Austrian oasis in the middle of the old city. So here's a map of the old city with the four quarters, the Armenian, the Jewish, the Muslim quarter, and the Christian quarter. We are right here now at the Austrian Hospice, and now we will travel out to the Lion's Gate, which will exit to the Mount of Olives.
How's everything? Wonderful being here in Jerusalem.
The inside of
Good to see you. We came from
the Austrian Hospice. Beautiful in here. Taken from the balcony of the Austrian Hospice with the streets of the old city below. This is in the Church of the Flagellation, where Jesus was flogged.
Carries his cross. He falls for the first time. He meets his mother Mary. Simon of Cyrene helps carry the cross. Victoria wipes the feet of Jesus. Jesus falls for the second time. He meets the women of Jerusalem. He falls for the third time. He's stripped of his garments. He dies on the cross. He's taken down from the cross. Jesus is buried.
So we will visit this place next week and document the final days of Jesus here. All right, just down the street from the Church of Flagellation is the Lions Gate, which we're going to exit the old city now and walk around toward the Garden of Gethsemane and the Mount of Olives. A golden gate in the background, the Muslim cemetery. I'm standing in front of the Church of All Nations here.
Testament tells us that Jesus
More of the garden.
the last night when he goes away, when he leaves the Last Supper, and he comes with 3 disciples, and they're kind of hiding here. Back then, when you were here, there were no houses here. There was no light. It was just plantation of olive trees and a cemetery, and no one lived here. It was at the edge of the city. When they come here after the Last Supper, the disciples fall asleep. He tells them, "Stay awake with me." They keep falling asleep, and he said that the spirit wants to stay awake, but the body is weak. Again, we hear the story of the spirit and the body. The first church that was built here by Helen, the mother of Constantine. This is the beginning of the Christian era here, okay? Talking about 4th century. It's only 300 years after Jesus. So when you ask about location, where are certain locations and so on, certainty of accurate location has to do with how much time passed from the time of Jesus until first
He came back to Mark.
until
and
first
say,
yes until it was marked. And you're going to see that church that we're about to see. It's a modern church. It was built in 1924. But when they started building that, they discovered an ancient mosaic. The Byzantine previous church that was here, and they stopped the work and they decided to change the design of the church and to include that ancient mosaic in the new mosaic. So the new mosaic you're going to step on in the church is actually has the same designs of the old mosaic. The church you're about to see is also very dark. It's dark because this is the description that Jesus feels the agony. He goes and feels the agony inside. In that
This is
place.
also where Peter denies him and all the rest of it.
No. The denial is in the Caiaphas house. From here, they took him to Caiaphas, and then this is where he denies him, and the rooster crowed 3 times. So this is where the betrayal of Judas. So he hides here, he sweats blood, and he's in deep agony. So the church tries to give you the atmosphere of deep agony and tell you the story of the betrayal of Judas, and from here, eventually he ended up at the Pontius Pilate. Okay? Let's go and see the